Maya had been looking forward to indulging in her favorite frozen yogurt all day. She had been good about watching what she ate and exercising regularly, so she felt like she deserved a little treat. As she walked into the store, she was immediately hit with the colorful display of flavors and toppings. Her eyes scanned the selection, her stomach growling in anticipation. She always got strawberry. It was her go-to flavor, and she loved the way the sweetness danced on her tongue. As she built her frozen yogurt masterpiece, Maya couldn't help but feel a little guilty. She knew that she was spending a lot of money on something that she could easily make at home. But, she reasoned with herself, it was a special treat, and she deserved it. She added a generous helping of rainbow sprinkles on top, followed by crushed brownies for an extra chocolatey kick. Maya couldn't resist the temptation of adding some fruit to balance out the sweetness, so she chose a handful of fresh blueberries from the toppings bar. As she handed her cup over to the cashier, Maya couldn't shake off the feeling of guilt. She had just spent almost $9 on a frozen yogurt, when she could have made the same thing at home for a fraction of the cost. She started to wonder if this little indulgence was worth the cost, not just in terms of money, but also in terms of the potential impact on her health. She had been trying to be more mindful of her eating habits, and this frozen yogurt felt like a setback. But as she walked out of the store, cup in hand, Maya couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. She closed her eyes and let out a contented sigh, feeling grateful for this little indulgence in her otherwise health-conscious lifestyle. She took a big lick of her strawberry frozen yogurt, savoring the creamy texture and sweet flavor. She felt like she deserved this treat after all the hard work she had put into maintaining a healthy lifestyle. As she walked down the street, Maya started to think about the other ways she could satisfy her sweet tooth without breaking the bank. She could try baking some homemade treats, or experimenting with different flavors of frozen yogurt at home. She could even try substituting some of the ingredients with healthier alternatives, like using Greek yogurt instead of regular yogurt, or adding some fresh fruit instead of relying on the toppings bar. The more Maya thought about it, the more she realized that she didn't need to spend so much money on frozen yogurt to get the same satisfaction. She could be more mindful of her spending habits and find ways to indulge in her cravings without breaking the bank. She started to feel empowered, knowing that she had the power to take control of her finances and make healthier choices. Maya finished her frozen yogurt, feeling content and satisfied, but also determined to be more mindful of her spending habits in the future. She knew that she didn't need to spend almost $9 on a frozen yogurt every time she had a craving, and that there were other ways to satisfy her sweet tooth without breaking the bank. With that realization, Maya felt a sense of control and agency over her finances and her health. She knew that she had the power to make healthier choices and save money at the same time. And with that, Maya walked away from the frozen yogurt store, feeling more in control of her finances and her health. How did you feel about the price of the frozen yogurt compared to what you could make at home? Maya felt guilty about spending almost $9 on a frozen yogurt when she could have made the same thing at home for a fraction of the cost. What are some other ways you could satisfy your sweet tooth without breaking the bank? Maya could try baking some homemade treats, experimenting with different flavors of frozen yogurt at home, substituting ingredients with healthy alternatives, and being more mindful of her spending habits. Did this experience change the way you feel about spending money on indulgences like frozen yogurt? This experience made Maya feel more empowered about her finances and health, knowing that she had the power to take control of her spending habits and make healthier choices. What did you learn from this experience? Maya learned that she doesn't need to spend a lot of money to indulge her sweet tooth, and that she can make healthier choices that are also cost-effective. What will you do differently in the future as a result of this experience? Maya plans to be more mindful of her spending habits and find ways to satisfy her cravings without breaking the bank.